Welcome to another S&P Futures day trading recap on an Apex evaluation account. Stick around to the end of the video where I'll share some new Al Brooks concepts I learned and also explain why I'm no longer putting profit and loss amounts in my thumbnails. For this first trade, I actually missed the stop order entry, but luckily was able to get filled with a limit order after seeing price get rejected off the EMA on a failed second entry long setup right at the New York session open. Not much to analyze here, except to notice that when a trend line lines up with the EMA, it tends to act as stronger support or resistance, so I consider these setups to be higher probability, which was the case here. I got stuck in a number of work calls, so wasn't able to trade for a few hours, but came back just in time to see price break out of an uptrend and seem to find support at the EMA. Most first attempts at counter-trend breakouts tend to fail, so I fade this breakout with a second entry long entry, and I'm able to scalp out for my second win in a row. Both these wins so far have shown how reliable the EMA can be when combined with price action concepts. Price continues to pump for a bit until buyers begin to run out of steam. I identify a second entry short setup that had my entry above the EMA, which wasn't ideal, but I took it anyway after I saw a micro double top pattern form, and I also identified that a measured move long had fully played out. I'll show the measured move in the final thoughts section later, but my analysis turns out to be accurate as sellers start showing up here. A bit of a trading range starts to form, and I'm able to scalp out for my third win in a row. Didn't see any good setups after the last trade, and I didn't want to trade after the FOMC minutes release because I knew my signal bars were going to be bigger, which would require having wider stop losses. So I decided to be responsible and end my trading day here after just 3 trades. I wanted to elaborate a little on the measured moves I mentioned earlier, as this is another concept I've been learning in Al Brooks' trading course. Basically, sometimes you can get an idea of where reversals may happen by assuming the second leg of a move will match the first leg. Just from this morning's price action alone, we have 2 examples of this. This second leg down almost exactly mirrored the first leg down before the reversal back up. In this next example, this second leg up almost exactly mirrored the first leg up, which is why I felt more comfortable taking a short trade, as it was possible that there could be a reversal back down after this measured move. We didn't get the reversal I was expecting, but it sure looked like buyers started to take profit after the second leg, as the bullish momentum died down and price started to consolidate. After today's successful trading results, the evaluation account is now at 52,617. We've been on a bit of a tear for the past few days and are now within striking distance of the profit target with the entire $2,500 trailing threshold to work with. Of course, it's a great feeling to have these days with big profit amounts, but even more important than actual profits is my actual trading process, which includes my technical setup and risk management rules. For this reason, I've decided to stop putting my daily profit and loss amounts in my thumbnails, and instead will show my results as a multiple of risk, as this is a much more insightful measure of trading performance. For example, let's say I took a trade where my profit target was $1,000, but my stop loss was set at $2,000. In this case, winning $1,000 wouldn't be very hard since my stop loss was twice the size of my profit target, and the trade result as a multiple of risk would only be 0.5R. Now, let's say I was able to win a $1,000 trade with a stop loss of just $500. While the result would be the same in terms of profit amount, the result in terms of risk multiple would be 2R, which is a lot more impressive than the previous 0.5R trade result. For this reason, I've decided to display my daily result in terms of risk multiple instead of profit and loss amount on my thumbnails, as I believe this is just more meaningful and also less clickbaity. In general, I think there's too much focus on profit and loss amounts in trading content here on YouTube that honestly is harmful to trader psychology. I don't want to contribute to this, so I'm updating my thumbnails accordingly, even if this does make them look a little less enticing to click on. As always, thanks for watching. Please leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe so you're notified of the next time I post a trade recap. In the meantime, I'll continue posting daily profit and loss updates in my channel's community tab.